Okay, Tube, some more Honda work today. It is Wednesday, as if you haven't noticed from the video description or whatever the date is. But it's Wednesday, so I want to do a little bit more work on the Honda here. I got, as you can see, the cross loop put in, because I'm not running the radiator for now, and I'm not running the fan for now. As long as it will start and run perfectly fine, I'm not going to bother with the radiator or fan. But I do want water in the engine, so I made up this cross loop right here, and that's pretty much it for that. So there's the exhaust manifold on there right now. It has to come back off, so I'll show you. I got this right here. This is the new exhaust pipe. It comes off the manifold right there. What I had to do is I had to pick up a new one of these pieces right here. The one I had was too long. I actually had this one right here, there, and it was too long, so I had to pick up a little bit shorter one, and this is the piece for the stack. I also picked up some radiator fluid, Prestone. It is for any vehicle, so it will work fine with the tractor. Actually, the same stuff I actually had in the tractor before. And I also went to the Chinese tool store and picked up some Chinese tools. The kit back there is an 82 or 84 piece socket set. No wrenches. I got wrenches coming out of my wrenches, and then just a cheap screwdriver set. The socket set was $25. The screwdriver set was $15. So couldn't really go wrong with that. So that's pretty much it. As you can hear, the kids are starting to come out there, so I gotta hurry up. And I'll talk to everyone later. And stay tuned. Okay, everything's back on. It's been about 20 minutes. Got coolant in it, and let's see if it starts. It might take a bit because since the carb was off and it was drained, so let's see what happens. Pretty good. Really good. Actually, I like the sound of that. Fired up really good. I charged up the battery a bit more. And I'm actually using Donny Boy 73 and one other person. I cannot think of the name, but another Canadian person I'm subscribed to. His advice on only using one of the lower settings on my charger. Here's my charger. I'm only charging at 12 volt 2 amps. I don't know if you can see that or not. This charger has 6 volt 6 amps, 12 volt 2 amps, or 12 volts 6 amps. So I'm just charging at 12 volts 2 amps. So try to get a little bit more life out of some of my batteries. Okay, I'm gonna clear some space, take everything else off of this, and take it out for a spin. Okay, check the rad fluid. Top the rad fluid off, check the oil, and go take it for a spin. I do got a temperature gauge. The dash one won't work because it connects straight to the radiator, but the dash one should work. Sorry, the gauge one should work because it hooks up through this pillar tube. See if I can find it. Right here. This is the tube right here. And it hooks up just underneath there. Yeah, that's it right there. But I'm thinking about pulling this motor back out again and taking the starter off and lubing up the starter a bit. I think it has a little bit of rust in there, and it's causing the starter to stick on basically. But once it goes into gear, it shuts itself off because this has a neutral safety switch in it. So unlike Dodge Caravans, this has neutral safety. So anyways, that's it for now. I might video the ride. I don't know yet. The overflow, I should put some fluid in there a bit, and I'm just going to leave it open intake, so it's fine. It actually sounded pretty good. I like that sound with this muffler. With the old exhaust, I'm pretty sure it was leaking the whole time I've owned this. And if you remember from a previous video, I think it had been welded once before, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to actually try to put the stock shield back on this to make it look semi-stock, just so I don't have that great big hole in the hood. So that's pretty much all I'm really going to do. And then with the fan, I still got to try to find a fan that will fit that radiator right there. It's about, I think about a 6-inch fan should work. So I got to call the local auto wrecker and see if they know of something that would have that small of a fan. Possibly a Honda Civic, Geo Metro, anything without air conditioning should have something that size, or even possibly 4-cylinder Dodge Caravan, if there's any of them still around in the local junkyards. But it's about a 6, maybe an 8-inch fan for that radiator for electric. That's, since I know it will run pretty good without the clutch and everything on there. And I'm pretty sure that clutch is no good, because I tried to engage it last time I had this thing running and it would not engage. It actually slowed the motor right down. I'm pretty sure that clutch is pooched. So I'll probably run straight off the crank to the alternators and run it that way. But other than that, this thing's running really good. I like the sound of it so far. I probably will end up painting up that exhaust. It's pretty rusty. It's been sitting outside. But surprisingly enough, this piece right here actually came undone, which was good. So it actually helped me put it back on there real easy, so I wasn't swinging the entire exhaust around and holding the entire weight of the exhaust. Also, it will be getting braced. It's actually pretty solid right now, but most likely we'll be putting a brace on it. And the stock intake will most likely be going on, unless I can find a cool looking air filter about that size right there. It's the only way I'm not going to put it on, because I don't want this thing to look like every other HT3813 under the hood. That's why I'm running the stack, the mini stack, which only downside to this one is I gotta put a can on it at night so the water doesn't get down into the engine. No big deal. Eventually I'll probably upgrade to a tractor style with a flapper, but that's a later date, since none of these tubes are welded. So I just have to unscrew that right there, probably put a piece of pipe on there that will make it a larger, like a, I have no idea what you call it, I guess an increaser pipe, I don't know. But that's pretty much it. So stay tuned, and if anyone has any suggestions, please let me know. I guess that's it. So I'll talk to everyone later. Please keep it redneck, and then again, the radiator will be going back in this, so it will be liquid cooled again. The only reason why I put this on is as a cross loop, just so I don't have to run the radiator right now, which I could have. But basically, the radiator will be doing exactly the same thing as this cross loop is doing. So the motor's not really going to be getting any cooler, and it's not really a hot day anyway, so the motor will be fine. So talk to everyone later, and bye for now.